Was that like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tanner Muse able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Will Watson for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing, Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerback.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
That's right, left side to start the drive is complete.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Zach Bond able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On second and very short, Jones.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. They'll look to throw again.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Back to throw again.
Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Hill with a give to Kamara on the option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Jones on third down.
Open man right side is Tony.
They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, it's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw is Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown. It's complete. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On second down, it's Love, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 12. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Giants 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Single. I got one. 3, 15.
From the gun, Winston.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
187 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Winston on the check down. He finds Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well... Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Kamara with a 1st down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push-up field was strong defensively.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hill's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Keon Crossen there on the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. It'll be Love to try and get the first. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Saints 41, Giants 48.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It fights him off. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Zach Bond picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jones. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Saints 22-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jones. Just keeping the play alive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You could run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
To throw is Jones. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Second and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Saints, that early moment.